Obasekwe Sekiri is the chairman, editorial board of National Daily Newspapers. He's also a legal practitioner. He joins us this morning to give us his perspective on how all of this has played out in the National Assembly. Thank you for coming on this morning.
It is my pleasure to be here.
Well, many blew their cheeks out yesterday, saying they are relieved, while others just waiting and watching.
Yes.
But then, can you say that you are elated that, yes, they can sit and debate on issues that affect Nigerians?
Yes. First of all, I will say I'm elated. Elated because there is at least an opportunity for these ladies and gentlemen to serve this country for some time. But I'm not elated because I know that is not the end of the matter. The crisis is not over yet, as far as I'm concerned. Why do I say so? You see, this problem, and what I'm about to say is not a critique of any person or group of persons or any party. It's more or less an admonition to all the people involved. As long as people don't study this Constitution, I mean, this Constitution, the small book that we carry about, we call it, has nicknames to show you how important it is. It is called Fons et Origo. It is called Grundnorm of the Nigerian legal system. It is the fundamental law of the land. It is the book that is keeping us together as a nation. So we must respect it. There are certain things I would have said, which I can say off-head, but for purposes of emphasis, it would be better for me to read. Unless and until the ruling party gets this very clear, the Constitution is supreme, and its provision, that is the opening section of the Constitution, Section 1, subsection 1. Now, the Constitution is supreme, and its provision shall have binding force on all authorities and persons throughout the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Subsection 3 says, if any law is inconsistent with the provisions of this Constitution shall prevail, and that other law shall, to the extent of the inconsistency, be void. Then you go to Section 50. You go to Section 50 of this Constitution, which says it says, there shall be a president and a deputy president of the Senate. Now, who shall be elected by the members of that house from among themselves, and a speaker and a deputy speaker of the House of Representatives, who shall be elected by the members of that house from among themselves, and so on. Now, yes, thank you. Now, for as long as we have a sizable crop of members in that house, even if, well, the interaction with the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, you know, with his interaction with him, and he has settled this thing more or less. And now we have a majority leader, you know, Bajambi Amela is occupying that position, and everybody will seem to be happy for as long as they don't obey this. And as long as people talk of party supremacy, and there is a sizable crop of people, members, who believe in party supremacy, and there is nothing like party supremacy when the Constitution is here. You cannot be supreme where the Constitution is. Now, you and the political parties have caucuses. Now, when they meet in their caucuses, they decide what should happen, either in the House, not the political party interfering with anything in the House, not at all, because there is separation of powers, as enshrined by sections 4, 5, 6 of the Nigerian Constitution. So it is not for any political party. Oh, you want to do mock elections? Because these are the origin, the genesis of the problems. You want to do mock elections, or you want to write letter to the Speaker or the President of the Senate. Now, such things are anathema. We don't do that. We don't. I mean, it's as a result of rank I wouldn't say incompetence, but no, you see, no knowledge of what to do. I think there's no knowledge of what to do. Yes.
I'm just wondering, because there are those who, observing all of this as it played out, then they ask, the parties themselves, having gotten the mandate of the people, thought to themselves, look, we have to go out there and deliver what we have promised the people. So on that, in that vein, they thought, yes, all we're doing is to ensure that we just go out there and do what we were elected for. And many say, look, we didn't see this coming.
Yeah, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong. You see, when you have elected a House of Assembly or a national body.
Yeah, I'm looking at the party.
Yes, I know.
Haven't been elected.
Yes.
So they wanted to put certain things in place to ensure we go out there on all fronts.
You ought to know that the National Assembly is a body that you cannot interfere with. Having elected and placed them there.
The thing is, they didn't see it as interference. They had met in the caucuses and thought to themselves, okay, look, this is how we need to go.
Yes.
And knowing politics for what it is, you have dissenting voices here and there.
Yes.
But they thought to themselves, well, if the party has agreed on something, they expect it to be that way on the floor. Because you're members of that party, first and foremost, before you became a senator or a member of the House.
Yes, I know. You were like this, you are a member of a political party. As a matter of fact, Section 65 is telling you you cannot, I mean, we don't have independent parties. So you are a senator today, first and foremost, because you are a member of this political party. Now, but having got to the National Assembly, you are free from interventions, from interferences, unless in your caucuses, far, far away from the National Assembly, you now told your members, look, this is what you must do. You will be this, you will be this, you will be this. Agreed? They will say yes or no. And then it will be ironed out at that level. So that when they get to the National Assembly, they can do what they agreed to. I mean, that is where party supremacy comes in. But not party supremacy as related to the Constitution, which I've just told you. Now, but when they get to the National Assembly, now, and they vote otherwise, that's tough luck. Whose headache? Did you not discuss this at the, is it what we agreed on at the caucuses? And if you could not agree in your caucuses, tough luck. If the ruling political party couldn't agree, you know, in their caucuses that this is what we should do. Take an example of this. The election of Speaker Dogara, you know, and Deputy Speaker Lasson. Now, you wouldn't say that these are PDP members electing Dogara. I mean, it must be PDP leaders plus members of the APC electing Dogara. So was that what they agreed to at the various caucuses?
No, they couldn't have, because PDP is not a member of the
Yes, caucus. Correct. So how did Dogara come about? It was not the PDP that said, okay, yes, raise your hands, or yes, vote, or no vote, or, you know, you count the number of people, and the, 180-something people, PDP there, are able to defeat 360 people. It doesn't work that way. It must have been the cooperation of so many APC members. In other words, as of today, we don't even know which party we can describe as the opposition. Because
why not?
No, because the APC is in opposition, against itself. Today we have the Dogara Club, we have the Gbajabiamela Club, we have those people. The president got it right to start with when he said, among other things, well, it's okay, no problem. Whoever they bring, whoever the National Assembly brings, I'm okay by it. Oh, he got it right. I was dancing. He got it right. But later, I think he was educated. I don't want to use the language miseducated. Now, and then he's talking of party supremacy. Whatever we decide, that's what we are going to do, without regard to the caucuses.
Isn't that consistent with what he had said? Because if he felt that some persons had gone against the party,
yes,
he couldn't have said, I will work with whoever or whoever disobeys the party. That couldn't have been his intention.
No, but at the National Assembly, you don't intervene, you don't interfere with what they are doing. It's not a question of going against the party when you get to the National Assembly. You vote for the person you want to vote for.